All right, so we have the trunk actually full of stuff. Now it's time to test it to see if it's actually gonna work, see if we have any leaks, see if we have any electrical issues. I don't want this thing catching on fire or nothing. No, that wouldn't be good. That would just, how would I explain that to the insurance company? But, so we're gonna start it up, see what we got. All right, let's start her up. Nothing. So I guess I'm going to jump start the car because I'm actually showing no volt on my voltmeter. So let's jump it. All right. Wish me luck. Let's see if this thing will start. See if we're getting any kind of volts and. Damn, 9.3 with a jump. So, let me check the connections on the battery because we should at least have 12. Jumping it from the Toyota, so. Something's not right. And I haven't done any wiring yet. So give me a few minutes. All right. Okay, back in the car. Just double check the cables on the battery to make sure everything was good, tight, secure. And guess what? I just didn't have one attached properly. So we should be good now. Let's try it again. Let's see. We are at 13.1 volts, so hopefully that's enough to like get this thing cranked up. No, not yet, not yet. So let's give it just a few seconds, see what we can do. Yeah. Oh, all right. Started up. It was a little rough there, but we got it started up. So that means we could check the electrical system on the air management, the air ride. We could fill up the tank, make sure that there's no leaks, make sure that our switches are actually working. No bags yet. Still don't have bags, so we can't air up the car, we can't lower the car. We're still on the coilovers, but we'll be that much closer, one step closer to getting this thing low, to getting it on the ground, to getting it riding smooth, to shoot up and down. That's what we're talking about. I miss it. I've been an air ride person on mini trucks, built mini trucks, loved it. But I still love coilovers, don't get me wrong, love them, but I just love the adjustability and the ride quality. So that's our goal. That is the goal. Air, up, down, side, I don't know. We're gonna have fun with it once we just need bags. So if there's anybody out there, any executives, anybody, any companies that just kind of want to help me out, you know, give me bags, give me a great deal, whatever it is, you know, I'm more than willing to take that off of your hands, and you know, we can work out a deal, a little partnership, sponsorship, something like that. Hey, I'm fishing. So if you're out there and you know you want to take that little tasty worm I put out there, that bait, that sounded weird. Don't ever say that again, Jared. Don't ever say that again. But we got the engine going. Let's air up the tank, check any leaks, check any wiring issues. Hopefully I don't catch anything on fire. Yeah, hopefully not. So let's go to the back and check that out. All right, so the car's running, the car's doing its thing, and it's really dark in that corner. We're gonna let the compressor fill up the tank and do everything. We'll check for any kind of leak. I'll be feeling around on the wires to make sure that nothing's getting hot, nothing's burning up, nothing's catching fire. So right now we got great ground because everything kicked on perfectly. I just crudely have my wires run straight up to the battery right now. I do have inline fuses on too, so don't worry. So yeah, they're just cruising rudely run up to the battery right now before I kind of tuck everything away, because I'd hate to have a wire issue with everything tucked away and I can't kind of watch it and monitor it, and then there's a problem and blah blah blah, and we have to redo everything. I don't want to do that, so let's just give it a few minutes, see where we're at. So all the wires feel cool to the touch. None of them are getting warm. That means that I'm not doing a crazy amp draw or going downgrading to a wire. It looks like we are getting air into the tank and it's filling up, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, I'm liking this so far. Nothing's out of the ordinary. Everything's really good. So the only one I was worried about was the main power wire coming from the battery to the relay, because I have a 6-gauge wire. Take that back, it was an 8-gauge wire, and I went down to a 10-gauge, the next one down, to go into the relay. But it's kind of weird. It's actually not an 8-gauge wire. It's actually really 10-gauge wire with a really thick core onto it. So sometimes if you look at main power wires for amps and things like that, they'll have a really thick jacket around it, but the actual wires on the inside are a lot smaller. It's actually like a gauge down or whatever. So you're actually getting, like, this was an 8-gauge wire because the thickness of the overall wire was 8 gauge, but the inside is actually 10-gauge wire. So it's actually a smaller wire, strands of wire with a thick jacket onto it, which I do like that, because if you're running it and everything, you don't want it to rub up against and kind of be problematic later on down the road. So that's what it is, but it's not getting hot, so I'm not worried about it. Everything's good. It's only been a few minutes. So if it was gonna have a problem, it would get hot right now. And I'm not feeling it's nothing, no hotness. So I'm really good. We're actually at 100 psi's right now. Look at that. So that means we're holding air, baby. Yeah. So I like that. So we're holding air. All the wires are good. Nothing's getting hot. I mean, the compressor's getting hot, but the compressor's supposed to get hot. But once we reach about 120 psi's, I'm gonna shut everything off. I'm gonna listen for any kind of leaks that are going on. Make sure that, you know, we don't have any air leaks. So that's my next thing. As of right now, it doesn't look like I have any air leaks because it is holding pressure. We are building pressure, and we're building pressure pretty rapidly for that. It's a one compressor. I don't know the exact specs. I'll look at it in just a minute. We are running a 3-gallon tank, 5-gallon tank, 5-gallon tank. So once we're up, we are at 120 psi. I think my shutoff on this is actually 160 for my pressure switch. Maybe. We're gonna shut it off here and just listen for any kind of leaks that go on. So let me go turn it off. All right, Texas. It's like 9 a.m. and we're at like 89 degrees. It's hot. It's already hot. I've only been out here for, like, you know, a short amount of time, but whew, hot. But it's beautiful out. Like, it is a beautiful day out, though. I mean, look at that. It's sunny. It's beautiful. So let's get back in the garage where it's probably about 10 degrees hotter. All right. So now I'm gonna shut my little box fan off, heat up for a minute, and just kind of listen for any kind of air leaks. I'm not hearing any kind of air leaks. Air pressure is holding at 130. I think we're good. I think it's time to let's put power to the valves, switches, and let's see if we can get some. All right, So we got power to the switches. So we're gonna hit them, see if we get a little air coming out. Let's check it out. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so I'm just gonna verify what solenoid valve goes to which one, so I can mark everything. So when I run my lines, I know exactly where they go to for each corner, for each airbag. They will just clean it all up, make everything look pretty, and this end will be done. We'll have the tanks. We'll have something cool to show people. We're just not the functioning of it. So yeah, it'll be cool. It'll look good for the time being. So one of you guys out there, you know, the executives or businessman or business owner wants to hook me up. So let me just verify those real quick and then I'll get right back with you. All right, so everything's wired up. Everything's mounted, everything's good. I know exactly where each corner is gonna go to now. It's just time to make it look pretty. To clean it all up, finalize all the wires, run them. I might not run to the battery just because yet. I have a lot of other things that I gotta do, like pull out the seats, pull out the carpet, run everything up under there, and it's hot, and that'll probably be one of the last things I do right before I get the bags. So let's just go clean this up, give you one final look over what it's gonna look like once it's done, cleaned up, looking nice, and we'll go from there. So just chill, relax, watch. Whew, it's hot, man. Whew. Sweating, but it's all done. Okay. Almost, it's like 98% done in here. So let me show you exactly what I got going on right now. So we got our compressor, we got the tank, got a check valve going in, got our pressure gauge for the air tank. We got a line here and a line there going into the manifolds twice. We got the manifold, we got our digital gauge sending units right down here. We're gonna have all our air lines coming out through there. Have a little cover lid that goes on top of this to cover all that up. Just kind of be a simple, clean look. Now I still got plenty of space back here if I need to carry a couple little things. Right over here, I don't plan on using this car for getting groceries and things like that, but if there is something I purchase, we never know. I can put it back here, shut it, close it, nobody will see it, and go from there. So yeah, all right, so I kind of mocked it up and put the little cover panel onto it to give you a better idea of the look that I'm going for. So here it is. So dead center, we have the DBJ710. It's not our traditional, it's not the classic logo. It's a new style, a different style. We have a couple variations of our logo, but this one I thought fit perfectly just right there and everything. So as soon as you pop it open, you look, it's a DBJ710 design. So we got everything else we said. We got this little strap right here. We can pull up this, and that'll take that cover panel off, and we can access all of our air management, everything up under there, and be good. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys didn't have to sweat like I did, so thumbs up to you guys. It's hot. Texas, I love you, but you're killing me. Everything is set up in the trunk. We're just waiting on bags. So like I said, if there's anybody out there, talk to me. Leave a comment down below, let's get something going. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe, don't miss the next episode, the follow-up on what we're gonna do next in order to get this thing moving forward onto the next. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything, and leave a comment down below on what you think I should do to this car, because there's a lot of things I want to do to this car, but there might be something that I didn't think of that you guys can mention. So go ahead, subscribe, like, thumbs up, leave a comment, say hi, just whatever you want. We have merch coming soon, so keep an eye out for that. I don't know exactly when. We're still kind of in the process of getting everything done and moving up, but it should be coming soon, so you can represent what we do here. On that note, I think I'm done for the day. Thinking about time to relax, get a nice ice cold glass of sweet tea, and get ready for the cookout. So peace, stay humble, guys.